Well, some are referring to it as a transit tax, but if Hamilton County voters approve a proposed sales tax increase in March, that money will go toward more than just increased bus service.
As the ballot measure is written, 75% would go toward Cincinnati Metro, the other 25% toward road and bridge projects throughout the county. But which projects would get funding, well, that remains to be seen. And as for who would decide,
9 on your side's Pat LaFleur went looking for some answers.
$335 million and counting. That's the cost of replacing the deteriorating Western Hills Viaduct. It's the biggest, most urgent public works project in all of Hamilton County, but we still don't know how to pay for it.
Western Hills Viaduct can and should be paid for by federal or state tax dollars, but it won't be. They have abandoned us to other priorities and hurt us in a variety of ways, not the least of which is not doing what was promised.
Hamilton County engineer Ted Hubbard says time is of the essence.
It's deteriorating, and we know it's deteriorating, and so the clock is ticking as far as trying to get funding.
But supporters of a proposed sales tax levy think they might have an answer. Southwest Ohio Regional Transit Authority leaders estimate a 0.8% increase to the county sales tax would generate up to $30 million a year for infrastructure improvements along Metro's bus routes. Here's SORTA Board Chairman Craig Cassee.
Ultimately, about 2/3 of the roads, I believe, inside the county get covered within the network of the bus system.
And it will all come down to one small group.
It's been talked about as being the best-run committee that nobody's ever heard of.
They're called the Hamilton County Integrating Committee, a small group of city, township, and county officials that meet several times a year here at the Springfield Township Civic Center. You've probably never heard of them, but you've definitely seen their work. Projects like the MLK Corridor, Winton Road, Beachmont at 5 Mile. They all moved forward only after the committee's go-ahead.
This is by far the best funding program I've ever seen. The thing that's nice about this, everything is based on local standards, it's local control.
Ohio state law requires that any project funded by the SORTA tax gets the green light from the Integrating Committee. But how do they choose from the seemingly endless list of necessary improvements?
We have a methodology that takes into consideration the number of users, the condition, so on and so forth.
So if the levy passes, what could it mean for the viaduct and other long overdue road projects?
I don't know what the sort of methodology is going to be. I would say that, it could bring to bear a significant funding source for that project.
Pat LaFleur, 9 on your side.
SORTA tells us that any road or bridge within 3/4 of a mile of a fixed Metro bus route in Hamilton County would be eligible for the funding from the sales tax levy. You can see a full Metro system map by checking out Pat's full story on WCPO.com. Pat will also continue, of course, digging into the details of the proposed SORTA tax all the way up to Election Day on March 17th. It's part of our ongoing coverage of regional growth and how it impacts you, called Move Up Cincinnati.